How's everybody? Hopefully, everybody is taking care of themselves and is in a safe place, is enjoying the rain, which hopefully is healthy and hopefully it's not going to be a complete downpour. Um, One thing I wanted to follow up on is the concept of post traumatic growth that I mentioned in a previous video and during the classes we had in person. And I just gonna do this video as a quick intro. I'll do some follow-up videos detailing the different steps and what clear action items can be taken. But this is just like an overview and an introduction to this concept in psychology. And so just to break it into pieces, post is after. Traumatic is something that compromises our sense of safety, and growth, relates to a transmutation or an evolution of self. And so the first part that is important to mention is that after trauma, we have the potential to be able to have a greater appreciation for what we have, what we had, and what we can do. Just kind of like a rekindled joy for the little things that we otherwise and in the past perhaps took for granted. So just almost like an awareness around how fortunate we were, we are, and we can be. And with that goes hand in hand with an adjustment of perhaps convictions and perspectives, right? Relating to assumptions like, oh, I will always have hot water, for example. Well, no, it is a gift. Let's appreciate it. Number two is around relationships, especially close ones. And just almost like this opportunity to reassess the nature of our relationships and the quality of them. And after going through a painful experience, we know who we can depend on, who is trustworthy, who we can be vulnerable with, who is ready to talk and to go deep. And usually shallow ones kind of fade away naturally, or at least we become aware that our quote unquote friends, or even sometimes family members, or a close inner circle, are not supporting us in the way we need. And just this quote around, sometimes we need to lose some to make room for new relationships to emerge. So number three is just this realization that it's not only about us, right? It's almost like a traumatic experience bursts a bubble and opens our eyes up that there's so much more out there than our own life, that somehow lives are interconnected between neighbors, between families, between even people we don't know. And we start seeing that, oh, we are part of a web. We're part of a mesh of relationships. We're part of something that is a great force, right? We can even go into like some more spiritual thoughts around this idea of the divine and the creative power of nature and the world. And so it's just like this zooming out of the self, which increases awareness but also humility. And the fourth point is around personal strength. Being able, and even while going through something traumatic, there's an inner instinct that comes up, an inner intelligence, an inner guidance and resilience that comes forth. Because we can't afford just to freeze and to hide away. We got to be able to confront circumstances that puts us and our loved ones at risk. And so quick action, quick thought, and in that, there's sometimes inherent gifts that come out of it, inherent awareness and intuition and the ability to leap over something that is at first sight might threaten our integrity. So just like this inner strength, this inner grit that comes from experiencing things that might be difficult at first. And the last part is just opening ourselves up to new possibilities through a change of awareness, a change of perspectives. And, because the paradigm we were once living in is now shifted through this experience, in this case, the fires, which suddenly our beloved home becomes less safe. We become aware of needs. We become aware of what we can actually do for ourselves, our household, our loved ones, our community. And so stepping into this path of courage, it opens up to new ways to explore, decisions to make, perhaps livelihoods to adjust according to shift in values and beliefs, and perhaps a reorientation to redirect ourselves to our goals and to our dreams. And also just taking it as it is and not trying to go back to something that was, but looking forward without forgetting the past, of course, but looking forward and what is actually in our hands, what is in our heart, what is in our mind, and how can we take the next step. And so that's like a quick overview of how difficult situations can be empowering. This tremendous wisdom that can come out of it. And I reiterate, let's not rush this process. It's not automatic. It's not all at once. It's not necessarily in this order. But that's the potential we're in. Okay, this space that can be dreamed, but also manifested. So I'm sending you much love, much peace, and feel free to add your comments or questions in the comments below. And I'm looking forward to dive in a little more deeper with you all. Peace.